Good morning, hockey fans, and welcome to Breck Anderson Ice Arena in Golden Valley, Minnesota for this morning's 2014 YEL matchup between Blue Army and SDP. Blue Army first game back since first place finish in the Heroes Cup the other weekend. Let's see if they can continue the good momentum. So it looks like starting off with Blue Army, we'll have Sedong between Kavelhog on the right and Welna on the left, and Flager the right D and Meyer the left D. Here we go. SDP controls off the draw into the Blue Army zone. Meyer pushes him to the outside. Sedong down to help up. Sedong in the corner with it. Up the wall to Kavelhog and out. Wellness chasing. SDP throws it up to neutral. Meyer battling on the wall. Wellness comes away with it. And SDP regains possession. Brings it in. Plager defending. And, oh, nice pass. Couldn't connect. Meyer in the corner. Pass up to Welna. Welna to Kavelhog. Nice breakout there, boys. Kavelhog sends it in deep. Welna on the forecheck. SDP up the wall. That's Del Rio. Tries to send it in. And SDP regains possession. Some Blue Army players will go off for a change, get some fresh legs. SDP up through neutral. Wyrobek battles, knocks him off the puck. Zedemeyer with it on the wall. In the middle to Kromptich. Kromptich enters the zone. You got Stone coming out with him. Who tried to make a move and got picked. SDP banks it off the wall. We got a 2 on almost 0. And Worsall with a nice stick save. SDP regains in the corner. Wyrobek harassing him. And Kromptich in the corner. Up the wall. Zedemeyer there as well. SDP comes out with it. Shot on net. High. Nice save by Worsall again. Battle behind the net. The Rio lost his balance, but made a nice play to get that puck up the wall. And Zedemeyer and Kromptich battling. SDP in front of the net. Nice save by Worsall, and can't get the second one. They bury the rebound. So an early goal for SDP, puts Blue Army in the hole. And you got Zisler on the draw between Feldhake and Miller. And SDP through neutral into the Blue Army zone. Meyer with a good stick to knock that away. Throws in front, Plager's covering. Puck goes through the crease. SDP with it again. Plager. Now Zisler, pushing, now Meyer. SDP still passing it around, off the crossbar. And kept out. Oh, and they did get it in. All right. A lot of watching so far from Blue Army SDP. A lot of talented players, good skaters. Blue Army's doing a lot of watching. Let's see if we can get something going here. Sedong on the draw to Kavelhog. Kavelhog sends it in. No icing. Sedong on the forecheck with Welna helping out as well. Welna in the corner. And SDP comes away with it. SDP up the wall. Wyrobek defending through the neutral zone. SDP in the Blue Army zone. Del Rio's in the corner to battle. SDP with it, out in front. Throws it to the side. And shot high, saved by Worsall. Puck's on the near wall. Kavelhog bumps it up, out of the zone. And SDP chips it back up the wall. And back into the Blue Army zone where Wyrobek chips it out. Oh, SDP keeps it in. Enters. Shot, deflected, goes wide. Del Rio Stops his man from getting around the net. Comes away with it. Del Rio up the far wall. Sends it across the ice. Nice pass to Vilhag. Into the SDP zone. Vilhag battling in the corner with Sedung, and Sedung helping out. Sedung comes away with it. Barast spins away, and SDP comes away with it. Up to the wall, Del Rio sends it back in, well in front. Couldn't get the handle, and SDP breaks it out. They enter the Blue Army zone, that's offside. 9:59 left in the first. SDP with a quick 2-0 lead. Zedemeyer between Stone and Krampetich, forwards. Meyer and Pleger, the defenseman. SDP throws it into the Blue Army zone. Pleger chips it up the wall and out. And no icing. And Zedemeyer, first Blue Army player on the attack. Forechecking hard. SDP able to skate it up through neutral. Meyer forces his guy outside. SDP still with it. Zedemeyer hustling back. Good back check. SDP still possessing. Up to their blue line. Nice job of that defenseman to keep it in. Sends it back to the front. Shot on net. Nice save by Wursel. All right. Face off to Wursel's right. Have Zisler on the draw between Krampetich and Feldhake. And Miller and Del Rio, the defensive pair. Blocked by Zisler. And he comes away with it. Up to neutral. And good back check by the SDP player to break that up. Krampetich ships it up just out of reach of Miller. And SDP regains and sends it back in. Del Rio chases in his own corner. Reverses to Miller. To the middle. Bouncing around a little bit. Oh, SDP regains. Alone in front. Nice save by Wursel. Great pad save. Wursel's been tested a lot early. Hasn't gotten a lot of help. And he's come up big there. And a couple other times. So face off to his left. Sedung to the center. On the draw between Vilhag and Weld on the wings. And SDP controls off the draw. SDP on the wall. Pleger pushes his man against the wall, and Sedung cleans it up. Out with the puck. Back check nicely. And Vilhag possesses, holds onto it. Couldn't send it in because he would have been offside. SDP regains and skates it in. Pleger, nice stick to break that one up. In the middle to Welna. Welna gets it out up through neutral zone. And SDP regains, sends it back. Sedung knocks that away. Vilhag up to Welna. Intercepted by SDP. Meyer chips it up. SDP regains again. Meyer sends it all the way down. That'll be icing. So, a lot of play in the Blue Army zone to start the game here. Let's see if the boys can get the puck out of the zone and get some sustained offensive time, make something happen here. Zedemeyer on the draw. Puck's into the corner. Weirobek sends it around. Stone gathers it. Chips it up the boards. SDP defenseman keeps it in. Shots deflected. Goes far wide. Meyer and Weirobek battling. Zedemeyer over there helping out. SDP possessing. Puck's thrown to the net. And now back to the wall where Weirobek grabbed it. And he sends it up and out. Meyer up the ice. Up the wall. Stone's going to get there before it crosses the line. Wave off icing. Stone in the corner. Nice reversal. Tried to send in front, but that was deflected. And SDP gains. And they'll break it out. SDP still through neutral zone with it. Into the Blue Army zone in the corner. Weirobek's back to get it. Up the wall to Stone. Stone into the middle. A little behind Zedemeyer. Couldn't get that one. And SDP regains. SDP still possessing. Out in front. Player had him tied up. No harm done. Puck's out of the way. Wyrobeck. Good patience. Spin away there. And the pass is intercepted. And SDP brings it back in. Shot just wide. And Zedemeyer on the wall. Chips it up and out. SDP will regain. Nearly all forwards are going off there, so a lot of space for SDP through the zone, and almost took advantage. Nice save by Wursel. Zedemeyer and Zisler battling in the corner. Puck's chipped up the wall. Shot tipped wide. Del Rio in the corner with it. And Del Rio, a couple nice moves, get some space. Tips it up. But the forward had vacated that spot. SDP intercepts. SDP back in the zone. Shot on net. Nice save by Wursel. And rebound goes behind the net. Puck back out in front on the stick of Zisler. Zisler with a little bit of space. 3-on-2 if they hurry. And he sends it in deep. Feldhake, the first Blue Army player there. SDP will go D-to-D behind the net and break it out. SDP up the wall and into the Blue Army zone. Kromtich sends him wide. Nice stick to break that up. Nice breakout pass. Feldhake up to Zisler, but that was intercepted and back in. And he sends it all the way down. Del Rio, shot on net from inside his own zone. All right, we'll take it. Fresh set of bodies for Blue Army. SDP with the puck up to neutral zone. And offside. So after the two quick ones, still 2-0, 5 minutes left in the first. Sedong on the draw between Vilhag and Welma. SDP goes D-to-D. Up the wall, and they send it all the way in deep. Kromtich, first D on the play. Battle in there with Sedong. Sedong gathers the puck off the wall. Tried to go up to Vilhag. Couldn't connect. SDP will send it back in. Meyer, the defenseman in the corner. Chips it up for Sedong to gather. Sedong's break out to Vilhag. And that's broken up. And back to SDP. And they'll send it right back in. Kromtich behind his own net. Intercepted by SDP. They throw it in front. There's a scramble. And Wursel comes it up. All right, dodge the bullet there. Wursel comes up big again. I'm not sure how accurate the board is, but it feels about right. Shots on goal 13-0 so far in favor of SDP. Yeah, the shots from our own side of the red line might not count. So got our work cut out for us for the rest of the game here. See if we can pick it up and get something going. Zedemeyer on the draw between Wyrobeck and Welna. And Plager in the corner gets taken down. And Stone battling on the wall. That puck goes way up and over the netting and out of play. And I'm not sure who sent that out. I thought that might have been an SDP player that sent that out, so that should be outside the zone, but maybe that was a Blue Army player that sent it out. Must have been. So, Zedemeyer on the draw between Stone and Wyrobeck. Plager and Meyer, the defensive pair, on the face-off to Wursel's right. Plager on the wall, chips it up. SDP sends it back in deep. Plager in the corner. Pins his man along the wall. Wyrobeck helps out. And SDP comes away with it. They send it in front. But it goes through everybody all the way to the point. Clap bomb. Nice save by Wursel. Steers that aside. Meyer and Zedemeyer battling in the corner. Meyer sends it up the wall, but out of the reach by Wyrobeck. SDP gathers, sends it in front. Goes wide. Stone. Chips it up to Zedemeyer. Zedemeyer chips it along the wall. All the way in. And SDP rings it around. SDP on the wall. Gets it out. And Zedemeyer, nice back check and takes his man off. SDP intercepts and they get the puck back, bring it in. Robeck breaks that one up. Chips up the wall to Zisler. Oh, I'm not able to get it out. SDP, nice job to keep it in. They skated to the middle. Shot on net, save, Warsaw. So, just not able to get a lot of sustained pressure at the puck in, but SDP's been able to quickly move the puck around and break it out. Not really putting a lot of heat on him early in the game so far. Zisler on the draw. Back to the fence. Shot wide. Feldhake chasing, battling. Crumpet's there to help out as well. SB sends it around. Del Rio's the first one there. Chips it up. And Zisler skated out through neutral zone into the SDP zone. Fires a shot. Good hard shot, but wide. And SDP picks it up. And now skated out. Into the Blue Army zone. Oh, nice move there. Shot. He scores. Tough one so far for Blue Army. Don't really look like they've got their legs moving yet today. Sedung on the draw between Kavilhag and Welna. Del Rio and Krampetich, the defensive pair. Back to SDP. They ring it around their net. Kavilhag on the near wall. Sends it back into the corner. Sedung, forechecks. Possesses, spins away. Over to Welna. Welna looking in front, sends it out there. Puck's bouncing around in the skates. Couldn't come away with it. SDP. Move it out. Nice job by Welna to send that puck back in. D to D. And they'll chip it up out of the wall and through neutral. Back check by Sedung. Intercepts. Lost the handle for a second there. Up to Kavilhag. Kavilhag across the line. Sends it to the front. Tipped by Welna. Just wide. SDP in the corner. Sedung in the forecheck. SDP brings it out. In neutral zone and offside. Few too many moves. Nice play by Del Rio to step up and disrupt the timing of the SDP players entering the zone, causing offside. 1:19 left in the first. Down 3-0. Zedemeyer on the draw between Stone and Wyrobic. SDP goes D to D. Up to the wing. Into the Blue Army zone. Into the middle. Meyer intercepts. Trips it up and out. SDP regroups in the neutral zone. Nice puck movement there. Still possessing. And intercepted by Zedemeyer. Nice play to break that one up and force it all the way in. Zedemeyer with some good hustle into the corner. Possesses the puck. Sends it to the front, but no one home. And SDP will come away with it. SDP into the Blue Army zone. 3-on-2. Send it to the middle. Broken up and puck goes wide. Now Meyer battling behind the net. SDP comes away with it and sends it out in front. Nice save, Warsaw. Stone picks up the loose puck. Battles on the wall. Plager over there helping out as well. Everyone's tied up. SDP comes away with it. Out in the front, Meyer. On a Meyer stick and he exits the zone. Meyer up through neutral. Skates it wide. Pulls up. Shot. Bad save. Rebounds. Blocked in front and onto the stick of SDP, and they clear it, intercepted by Zisler. Nice move to maintain possession over the Stone, and that will do it. So, after one, SDP 3, Blue Army 0. Shots on goal. A little imbalanced at 18-2. 4. So we've got a work cut out for us for the rest of this one. But really with the way that one went, 3-0, it could have been a lot worse. So see if the boys can get a little more energy, a little more intensity, I think, and get some zone time and put some shots on net and make this one interesting. Had a pretty good idea coming in that this SDP team is going to be a tough one, and they've shown it. Been impressed so far with their their skating and their puck movement. Especially the lateral puck movement in their own zone, in the neutral zone. Did a really good job maintaining possession and been making us chase a lot so far. So some nice play by SDP. We'll see if Blue Army can match it this period. All right, Sisler, the center between Miller and Feldhake, and Del Rio the lefty and Krumpich the right D. Tied up on the draw, and SDP possesses into the Blue Army zone. Del Rio defending, sends him wide, and we'll get a shot on that or so. No problem. SDP possessing down low. They ring it around, but a little bit too hard. The defenseman had crept in a bit and wasn't wide enough to get that pass. But again, they regroup, send it back up. Del Rio off the wall, and that's out, and that'll be icing. So face off to Warsaul's left. We'll get some fresh bodies out there. Looks like it'll be Zedemeyer between Vilhag and Welna, and Flegger and Meyer, defensive pair. Brooksy trying to cheat the draw, smart. Meyer in the corner, sends it up the wall, intercepted by SDP. And Welna picks it up, and he'll chip it out. SDP goes D to D. And back in the Blue Army zone. Zedemeyer almost broke that one up. Bounced to Meyer in the middle, and then to Welna stick, but SDP regains. SDP in the corner. Welna applying some pressure up top. Shot wide. And Flegger will battle in the corner. Vilhag also battling for Blue Army. Puck sent around, and Zedemeyer pick it up in the corner. Up to Welna, he chips it up, but onto the stick of an SDP player. SDP regroups. Very nice puck movement there. Into the zone. Shot wide, might have been deflected. Meyer bumps his man off the puck, gets it, and sends it up the wall to the SDP defense. They go D to D. Shot, tipped in front, and that's a goal. Might have had a loose body in front, but make sure when that puck heads up to the opposing defenseman, we're tying up bodies in front. So 4-0 SDP. Sedong in the draw between Wyrobek and Stone. Del Rio and Krumpich, the defenseman. Wyrobek intercepts that. Now Krumpich up to the SDP defenseman. The battle on the wall. Del Rio and Wyrobek on the wall. Up to Stone. To Sedong. Sedong puts the brakes on. Tried to send it back. Had been taken down. Wyrobek helping out. Stone over there to help out as well. And puck goes down low behind the net. Stone on the forecheck. SDP sends it up the wall. Up through neutral zone. Entered. Nice job staying onside by SDP. Nice play broken up by Del Rio and Krumpich. And Sedong coming back. Sedong knocks that away. To Stone on the wall. Off the wall. But SDP possesses. Comes off the wall. Shot off the post. Krumpich in the corner. Oh, lost the handle of it. SDP gets shot on that. Nice save by Wurzel again. Stone battling the wall with Sedong. Sedong chips it up, but kept in by SDP. Sent all the way down. And SDP is the first one on it. Del Rio pressuring. Goes around the net. And Stone comes away with it. SDP sends it in front. Knocked aside. Stone, Krumpich, and Sedong in the corner. Krumpich and Stone playing the body. Sedong hoping it pops out. Ready for it, and there it does. And, oh, never mind. The ref got in the way. All right, to Wyrobek, up and out. There we go. Nice pass up to Sedong to the neutral zone. Sedong Takes it wide, deep, around the net, circling the wagons, puts the brakes on, sends it back in front, intercepted. SDP defenseman does a nice job. He wanted to send that puck up the wall, but he noticed the defenseman had pinched in and covered his wing, so he put the brakes on and held on to it. Now he skates all the way up, and just taken out, and that's going to be a penalty. Yep. Didn't really need to do it, I don't think, either. He had him pushed wide, but horizontal stick in the midsection of an attacking player who goes down, you're probably going to get called for hooking. So, Flager will go to the box for a minor penalty for hooking, and Blue Army will be short-handed. I think we need one more. Wait, what? We need one more. Yep, there we go. Yep, let's play 5-on-4. There we go. All right, so Zisler on the draw with Feldhake, the winger, I think. Yes, it is. And Meyer and Komptic, the defensive pair. Into the corner, Meyer hammers it off the wall to SDP defenseman. They just D to D, walks it in. Nice play getting a stick on that by Feldhake. Puck's back in the corner. They try to send it out front. Komptic had him tied up. Bounces on the stick of Feldhake. He takes it out of the zone. Sends it in deep. Zisler on the forecheck. SDP up the wall. Into the middle. SDP into the Blue Army zone. Feldhake takes him off the puck. Komptic gathers it. And forechecked by SDP. 2-on-1 there. They come away with it. Try to wrap it around. Oh, they do. All right. So 5-0. 9:06 left in the second. Got Meyer and Flager, your defensive pair. And Zedemeyer between Welna and Kavilhag. Back to Meyer. Up to Welna. Welna tried to send it deep, couldn't get everything on it, and intercepted. SDP throws it up. Flager off the boards to Kavilhag. Kavilhag enters the zone. That's intercepted and chipped up and out. Flager holds it there. He'll send it all the way in deep behind the net. Welna forechecking. SDP up the wall to the middle, intercepted by Kavilhag, but SDP still able to almost get it out. Zedemeyer almost able to keep it in, not quite. SDP comes away with it, and they've got 3-on-1. Oh, and they couldn't get the handle on it. Smart play by 10 there to not go in offside. Intercepted, or at least deflected by Kavilhag. Blue Army still possessing, and they enter the zone. Good stick by Meyer to break that one up, chip it out of the zone. SDP still able to get it all the way in deep. Meyer in the corner. Sends it up the wall. Welna chips it off the wall to Zedemeyer. Zedemeyer over to Kavilhag. A little bit behind him. Couldn't quite connect. And SDP intercepts, and they'll regain possession. Take it all the way into their zone. Welna on the forecheck. SDP up through neutral. Into the Blue Army zone. And broken up by Flager, and Zidane takes it away. Up through neutral zone. Into the SDP zone, takes it wide. Looking for some reinforcements. Shot on net, saved by the SDP goalie. Good patience by Zidane there. Didn't have much entering, realized he didn't have numbers, so put the brakes on and turned around and looked for some extra help coming in. All right, Zidane in the draw between Robeck and Stone. Del Rio and Komptic, defenseman. SDP controls in the draw. Take it back behind their own net. And chip it up all the way out. Komptic battling. Sent to the middle, intercepted by Del Rio. Del Rio, pass up the middle. That's intercepted by SDP. They send it all the way in. Del Rio battles in the corner. Zidane battling as well. Komptic now rings it around, hoping to get to Wiro back there, but just out of his reach. And on the stick of Zidane, nice move. Up through neutral. Might have a chance if we hurry. Sends it to the front. Oh, that's deflected behind the net. Nothing going. SDP regains. Sends it up. Del Rio at the point. Shot toward the net. That's blocked and taken away. Up the ice. Oh, snuck behind. And a breakaway for SDP. And, nice save by Wursel. I think he got some of that at least. Oh, but they are able to regather and take it right back out front. And bury it. So, yes, we are now in running time, 6-0 in favor of SDP. Tough one so far for Blue Army. Meyer sends it in deep. Zisler forechecking. He's battling there. SDP gains possession, sends it around. Meyer on the wall. He'll send it toward the net. Plager on the point. He keeps it in. Sends it down. That's deflected. And puck bounces around. They send it up to the point, and Meyer is able to keep it in. Nice play. But SDP gets it and takes it right out of the zone. All the way in deep in the Blue Army zone. Plager back with it. With one man right on him. He loses it. Shot on net in front, and Wursel saves. So 4:37 left in the second, down 6-0. Shots 26-4 in favor of SDP. Zettermeyer in the draw, puck goes in the corner. Plager battling there. Sends his man in the wall. Zettermeyer also battling physically there. Vilhag with the puck. Sends it up the middle for Welna. And chip it out. SDP. SDP regroups in the neutral zone, brings it back in. Skates across the middle. Shot, and Wursel gets a glove on it and deflects it wide. Sends it out in front. Nice save by Wursel. Zettermeyer comes away with it. We've got numbers if we hurry. And drops it for Welna. Shot just wide. Almost had something there, but SDP did a really nice job back checking and picking up bodies, making it difficult for Blue Army. Blue Army, SDP brings it back in. Plager defending, steered him off to the side and put him down in the corner. Chips it up to Vilhag. Vilhag battling. SDP skates away with it. To the SDP point. Now down low. Shot on net, saved by Wursel. SDP controlling behind, flips it over in front. And while an impressive display of skill, that is high sticking. And no goal. Good idea. Nice sticks. Doesn't count. I think you wanted to do the Michigan, but both sides were covered, so couldn't do that. All right, Sedong on the draw between Stone and Wyrobek. SDP in the corner with it, up the wall. And into neutral, Stone back checking. Nice hustle by Stone to get back. SDP sends the middle, intercepted by Sedong. Sedong skates it up and out over to Stone. Stone crosses the red line with it into the SDP zone. Takes it wide, puts the brakes on, back up to the point to Krumpetich. Krumpetich, it's a shot that's deflected. And all the way to SDP with a breakaway. Shot, save, Wursel. Nice save by Wursel. Keep this from getting worse. Krumpetich chips it up, intercepted. SDP enters all the way in and just wide. SDP possessing. Wyrobek and Sedong applying pressure. Still possessing. There we go. Nice play by Wyrobek to break that up. With SDP off the wall. SDP over to the middle. The D shot. Saved by Wursel. Steered wide of the blocker. SDP with the puck in. Sends it to the middle. Broken up by Stone and Krumpetich. Wyrobek. Hammer it out of the zone. To neutral where it's stopped. Sedong picks it up. Sedung to the cuts to the middle. Nice move. Shot. Save. Nice save. Probably the best opportunity we've had all day right there. 1:10 left in the second. Still 6-0. Nice play by Sedung to create something to cut to the middle. Get a good shot there. So Sisler on the draw between Miller and Feldhake. Feldhake with the draw back to tried going back to Plager, but only a couple feet away and couldn't quite handle on it. SDP sent a cross ice pass. They couldn't connect. SDP with it now. Back to their point. Slap shot, high and wide. SDP sends it to the net. The back of the net. Meyer sends it around. SDP sends it back into the corner. SDP goes corner to corner. Send it back in front. Deflected by Meyer. SDP still possessing. Meyer intercepts that, breaks it up. Miller on the wall almost had that one out. And SDP will possess it back in again. SDP comes off the wall to the middle. Shot on that and they score. And that'll take us to the end of the second with a score of 7-0. Shots 33-5. SDP's doing a good job moving their feet, moving the puck really well. Kind of seems like even when we get a little bit of pressure, a little bit of chance, aren't really able to sustain it. We've got, it seems like maybe one on the forecheck, and the supporting help isn't there quick enough. Use a little bit sharper passes. Looking for the friendly stick instead of the boards that chip it up and maintain possession here. So we'll see if we can do something here in this third period. The feet moving a little bit. Hold on to that puck a little more. Find some friendly faces to send it to, and instead of moving it up, chipping off the wall, and giving SDP a good chance to regroup and possess. All right. I think so far watching this one, there's going to be a good one for the, not a fun one necessarily for them to watch back, but through two periods, I think a lot of things that these boys watch this game back, they can learn a lot and see what some things they might be able to do differently in situations and make some adjustments. Here we go to start the third. SDP possesses, brings it into the Blue Army zone, send it to the middle, deflected by Kavilhag. Krombatich with the puck on the wall. Battling with Zedemeyer there. Zedemeyer pushes his man into the boards. Nice play. Krombatich with it. Surveying. Skates away with it. Up the wall. Just out of the reach of Kavilhag. Nice play by Zedemeyer to block that in front. Puck's thrown into the corner. Krombatich up the wall. And out. SDP regroups. Almost totally picked by Welna. SDP brings it all the way back in. Zedemeyer with it in the corner. Back up the wall to Welna. Just couldn't quite control that one. SDP in the middle. Welna with it now. Welna up through neutral. No numbers though. 1-on-3 basically, and he's ridden off the puck by SDP. SDP gathers up through neutral. All the way through the middle. Oh boy. And scores. A little bit too easy. 8-0 here. 12:35 left in the third. All right, Sedung on the draw between Stone and Wyrobek. Meyer and Plager, your defensive pair. SDP controls off the draw. They go D to D. Try to go in the middle, but Sedung breaks it up with a good stick. SDP gets possession though, and they send it in deep, all the way down behind. Plager chases. Sends it up there to Stone. Stone couldn't hold on, and SDP intercepts. Deflected in front, goes into the corner. Meyer pressuring. SDP still comes away with it. They send it to the front, and they score. Good puck movement. It seems that a number of times all it takes is one open or one player not covering or possessing, and that triggers a domino effect of guys moving out of position and trying to make up for it, and it's leading to a lot of open chances for SDP today. So Sedong sends it all the way in deep. SDP rings it around. Flegger holds it in. Oh, deflected. Pops out. And SDP will send it all the way in. Meyer back with it. Sends it around a little high into the net. So face off to Worsall's right for Zisler between Feldake and Miller, and Krampetich and Del Rio on defense. Zisler wins the draw, back to Krampetich. Krampetich harassed there. A nice job to just bump it up the wall to Feldake. Feldake kicks it up through neutral, takes it wide with some speed, cuts to the middle, sends it across. Oh, just off the skate of the SDP player there. Miller, shot deflected to Zisler, puts one on net. SDP goalie smothers it. $10-15 left in the third. 9-0 SDP. Let's see if we can keep this in single digits. Maybe claw back here and get a few, and we'll tie up on the draw there. And SDP sends it out. Krampetich, D to Del Rio. Intercepted. Oh, Krampetich gets it back, and he chips it up to Miller. Miller. SDP. Feldake off Miller's skate and into the SDP zone. SDP around the net, puts the brakes on, and up the wall. Still on the wall, though. Tried to go behind his back, but couldn't get it off the wall. Had a little chance there, but SDP still able to get it out. To Krampetich on the wall. Pitchforks it up the wall, but SDP gathers, steps in. Del Rio bumps him wide for a second there, but still possessing, spins around. SDP with it behind the net, up to their point. Oh, flat bomb, but he fell, and we got a chance here. Del Rio with it. He's got Feldake with him. Good back check by SDP to catch it up. Sends it over the middle, which Feldake. Feldake possessing, and taken away by SDP. Zedemeyer able to keep that one in. Nice play. And SDP comes away with it. SDP up through neutral. Let's skate it in. Flegger breaks that one up. And Del Rio sends it all the way out. So there's a little battle in the neutral zone, but SDP comes away with it. Villog harassing. On front. And Flegger breaks that one up again. Meyer with it. Up and out of the zone. Meyer with some speed through neutral zone. Enters. Nice drop pass there to Welna. Welna tried to get over to Kavilhag. Now we do. Oh, there it is. Nice shot. And finally some good puck movement. Nice play there. Welna to Kavilhag to Zedemeyer. And SDP goalie was ready for it. All right, SDP up to neutral. Flegger defending. Pushes him wide. Shot. Saved by Worsall. That looked a little better from Blue Army. Let's see if we can get some more of that and put one on the board here. All right, Sedong on the draw between Stone and Wyrobek. Flegger and Meyer, the defensive pair. The battle on the draw. And SDP with a quick shot. Worsall saves. Another draw to Worsall's right. Same group. Puck's on the wall. SDP with it. Tried to go in front. Deflected by Flegger. That's deflected by Meyer. And Sedong gets the loose puck. Skates it out of the zone. Through neutral, 3-on-2 with Wyrobek and Stone. Sedong wide. Nice play by the SDP defenseman to break that up. SDP gathers behind their own net. And they're out of the zone. Through neutral zone. Into the Blue Army zone. Tried a few too many moves and broken up. Sedung with the puck. Sends it wide to Robeck. Just couldn't quite hold on. SDP will gather. SDP brings it back to the neutral zone. Up into the Blue Army zone. SB able to get behind. Oh, nice. Behind one of the defensemen. Good back check by Meyer to get that stick. Almost had one in front, but broken up. SDP sends it on net. Saved by Wursel. Puck's loose in front. Plager clears it. Out to the D. Deflected. Shot from the point. Came in about chest high, and SDP got a stick on it. Deflected it down to the 5-hole. No way Wursel can save that one. 10-0 for SDP. Sisler between Feldhake and Miller. Del Rio and Krumpetich on defense. And a little battle for the centers. SDP comes away with it. Up the wall. Nice zone entry there. SDP across the dot. Shot saved by Wursel. Puck pops in front. Feldhake skates it up and out of the zone. Feldhake. Good play by that SDP defenseman to maintain a tight gap there, and good angle. Give Feldhake really nowhere to go. Force him out. Del Rio trying to make something happen there. Del Rio with it still. Shot on net and saved, held on to by the SDP goalie. So not a lot of shots on the SDP goalie today, but he's looked pretty good every time. Zettelmeyer on the draw between Vilhag and Welna. Krumpetich Del Rio, defenseman. SDP possesses. Up their wing and up through the middle, but broken up by Del Rio, but SDP's right there. Now they're in alone again. And, tried to go one hand far side deke, and Wursel able to steer that one aside. Puck back up through neutral. SDP with it. Into the Blue Army zone. Into the middle. Defended by Del Rio and Welna back checking. Nice back check by Welna to break that one up, get a stick on that. SDP still possessing though. Puck's bounced around in front, and it's a little bit of extra curriculars, a little pushing and shoving, and somebody's got to do something. It's a little extra, couple of shoves by Blue Army, a couple of shoves back by SDP, and a stick by Blue Army. So we'll see what they do here. Don't like to see that. A little pushing and shoving might happen, but we got to keep it clean and keep the sticks down. So it looks like they're going to do coincidentals. Don't know what they're giving them, but in any event, that's 5-on-5. Stone applying some pressure on the near wall. Puck's in the corner. Plager battling with help from Sedung. SDP comes away with it. And SDP sends it up the wall. Stone applying pressure, deflects it. Sedung comes away with it. Up to Stone, just out of his reach. And all the way into the SDP zone. SDP sends it up the wall. SDP's been doing a pretty good job of sending their forwards up and out of the zone, just putting some pressure on the Blue Army defensemen and clearing things out for them, giving them a lot of time and space. Sedung with it. And that's also been some of the couple of times you've seen the SDP players get behind the Blue Army defenseman from that happening. To the wall, point to Meyer. Meyer tried to send it back in, but that's blocked. And SDP, 3-on-1. Meyer back checking hard by Robeck over there to the middle and scores. So 11-0, 2:25 left in the third. Tough day for Blue Army today. As I said, hopefully the kids can watch this and learn from it and pick up a few things to take back for next time. So SDP enters the zone again. Good stick by Meyer to break that one up. Ground pitch also there to send him to the side. Miller gathers behind the net, looking for some help. Up to Zisler. Zisler across the red line into the SDP zone. Shot, nice. Kick save by the goalie. Almost had the rebound opportunity there. Up to Kramtich. Then back into the corner. Zisler with it in the corner. Right to send it out front, but that's deflected. Oh, and they got tied up in the corner. And they'll move on. SDP up and out of the zone through neutral. Off the crossbar. And SDP still has possession. Another shot, that's wide. Kramtich battling with Zisler, that is. SDP within the corner. Sends it out in front. Shot blocked by Meyer. And up to Feldhake. Feldhake up across the red line. Skates it wide. Tries to cut it in. That's a good skating defenseman they've got there. And able to keep it out of danger. Kramtich. Battling neutral. Feldhake. Hard, deep into the corner. Well now on the forecheck. SDP chips it around and maintains possession up in the neutral zone. SDP will skate it in. Into the middle. A lot of SDP bodies there and not many Blue Army bodies. Battling behind the net. Plager and Zedemeyer. SDP comes away with it. SDP still with it. Behind the net. Trying to do the same play again. Oh, there he goes. Tries the Michigan. And didn't work. SDP with it still. And Zedemeyer comes away with it up and out of the zone. So we'll leave some pressure momentarily, but SDP gets it. Oh, Kavilak picks his pocket, looking far side. He had him. Good idea. Good idea. Just a few too many bodies in the way. Couldn't quite connect. SDP with it into the Blue Army zone. And that'll do it. So, a bit lopsided today. 11-0 final. Shots on the scoreboard at least, 46-8. So, tough day for Blue Army, and hopefully we'll regroup and be ready to go for the next one.
So does that